Hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here today. So today I'm going to talk about 5 questions to ask yourself to clarify your strategic thinking. So are you feeling a little bit confused about strategic thinking? I mean, you know it's essential for your career and your business, but you're not exactly sure what it is or how to do it. You know what? Think back to your childhood. Do you remember playing Connect the Dots? You started with what appeared to be a random collection of dots on the page, but when you drew a link between them in just the right way, an image emerged, right? So, Connect the Dots might be a simple pastime from your youth, but it's also a metaphor for one of the most powerful capabilities of all successful leaders, and that's strategic thinking. So think about a time when you faced a situation where things were unfamiliar or disorganized or maybe even chaotic. When you were able to connect the dots in all the right places, when you got the people and the ideas and the resources together, connected, you created clarity and opportunity. Your strategic thinking skills carried the day. So these meaningful connections that allow you to make smart moves is really a beautiful thing, especially when it helps you to find the perfect solution to a pressing problem or maybe developing a creative new and better way of doing what you're already doing. Times are changing, right? We live in inspiring times. I mean, it's a time when change is accelerating, information and options and even distractions are ever increasing. And it's a time when simplicity and clarity have never been more critical. It's also a time of uncertainty. So that never been more critical even applies so much there, right? So, strategic thinking is the leadership quality that helps you to be more successful and effective in whatever it is that you're working towards. Strategic thinking can help your business achieve its goals more rapidly. It can even help you personally achieve your goals more rapidly. And success comes as a result of thinking about how you can proactively accomplish your objectives instead of just reacting to whatever comes your way. A strategic mindset also encourages you to determine the best use of resources at your disposal and how to align them with your action plan. So, I have 5 questions to ask yourself to really sharpen your strategic thinking. The first one is, what do you want? The most important thing to work out is, where do you want to be? Everything, goals, strategies, steps, all of these things that you do or take or whatever should be pointing you to your desired destination. So, do you want to be CEO, or you want to be running your own company? Or maybe being a perfect mom is the most important thing to you. What is it that you want to achieve this year or in 5 years or 10 years? Where do you want to be? What are your actual goals? What's your vision? Get it all down on paper and think really big. The next one is, where are you starting from? So do a survey of exactly where you are right now. What skills, resources, and assets do you have now? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses or opportunities or risks in your current business or your job, or even in your current life, right? That's what are the things that might hold you back, or what are the things that will help you to get to where you want to go? Are you satisfied with life the way it is, or do you want something more? What connections do you have? So map out your network and what value you provide to them and what they offer you. It's like you're writing a self inventory, right? Everything you have and everything you don't have. It's like an inventory, right? So then the next one, what do you have the power to change? So think about what is in your control at the present moment. What can you streamline or eliminate? What do you need to add or enhance or modify to reach your goals? This can include anything from training, networking opportunities, investment advice, or maybe strategic career planning. All these things, that can make a difference in in what you have right now that you can use to your advantage. And what do you need to move ahead? That's the next one. What do you need to move ahead? Take another look at your self inventory. What skills, resources, knowledge, and connections do you need to get closer to your success? Maybe something that you don't have right now that you need, right? If this is difficult or overwhelming, you might want to find a mentor or a life coach who can help you find your way. And then the next one is, how can I reach my goals and still enjoy life? Really going for success shouldn't make a joyless life, right? You don't want to be so focused on getting ahead that you don't appreciate and enjoy the life you have, right? So make sure you take time to have fun and do the things that give you pleasure. Think about what future successful you enjoys doing. What makes your future worth striving for? Write down all the fun things that you're going to do when you're successful, whether it's staying in five-star hotels or being able to work for only half the year or being able to work on your own time, working an hour a day or whatever just to keep your business going or whatever, right? Imagine driving your dream car. See yourself in your future executive suite, whatever your future looks like, right? See what elements of your future life you can start to incorporate into the present and build on those. So you want to start taking pieces of that and start putting them in place now. You know, we all have a strategy, right? Whether it's a way to win a simple game or arrive at a certain location, we have strategies all the time. So don't let this get to you because it's not that difficult. It's just being strategic. What it really comes down is ifs. If I take Highway 80, there'll be less traffic, right? If I take his last pawn, I'll have a clear shot at his queen, right? Utilizing strategic thinking in your life is really the same thing. If we do this, we will get closer to achieving that. It's really about knowing what you want and planning out how you're going to reach your goals, right? Then the advantage of having a strategic mindset is learning how to think rather than what to think. It's having that mindset of being strategic rather than just what you're going to think, right? Although you might not always have the right answers, strategic thinking skills can empower you to spot new opportunities, address emerging challenges, redirect your plans as necessary, and move forward towards the success you're looking for. And before you know it, you'll be toasting that success. Seriously. So, hey, now I'd love to hear from you. What stood out for you about what I just talked about? How does strategic thinking help in your life? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear your stories. I am not seeing anybody live right now, so it could be my program or it could be I just hit an off time. So if you are live, thank you for being here. And if you're watching the replay, thank you. I appreciate you. So go out there and have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.